Greetings. Welcome to Little Discovery Corner. Today I am doing a specific reading for a specific group of people. This is about someone who may be on your mind, who I believe is a feminine. Could be a woman, but not necessarily, just be anyone who is feminine dominant. And I decided to do another asking of what their state is right now. So I've got the cards started. What I have so far is community, unapologetic, to start with. And that tells me community, your person is surrounding themselves with their soul family, their tribe, people they are confident, are supportive and honest with them, who make them feel safe emotionally and mentally, and unapologetic. That's them. They've stopped worrying about connections that used to, worry them. Stop trying to fit into other people's molds or boxes, trying to fit expectations of others that they just didn't feel comfortable trying to fit into, or it was too much, it was too hard emotionally, too much of a heavy burden emotionally to try and fit into and be for others. And so they've kind of let that go, and they're just focusing on being themselves and embracing those people who embrace them for doing that, for being themselves. People who celebrate them for that. And behind that, they've let go of repeating patterns, and they're keeping up healthy boundaries, right? And over here, so a bigger picture, they care about their sensitivity. They're protecting their sensitivity with those boundaries, with this soul tribe, with being themselves. They're protecting their own vulnerability, because they're all about openness, being open and honest with sensitivity, vulnerability, accountability. And they're sensitive to projections here. Vulnerability is strength, validating themselves. That's what they're focusing on. Being themselves, validating themselves from within. And projections. They're sensitive. They're wary of wounded individuals. People who are still living in their ego, still living in their shadows, who project their image of the world and their image of themselves onto others. They're not letting them. They're shielding themselves from that with their boundaries, right? I also got intuition, in touch with the intuition, in touch with their higher self. And the collective, they're focused on doing good in the world, some sort of project or something that helps uplift the greater good, maybe some sort of charity or nonprofit work, or some sort of creative endeavor, expressive endeavor to help others, like writing a book or something. For growth, yes. They're focused on their personal growth and the growth of others. So that's what I'm seeing. That's where they are right now. I think I will pull out some Wild Mystic cards for augment this. Do you have anything to add? Care. Yes. Care. Crab. Let's see what the book says. Oh yeah, we have the moon, all phases. The crab, which is a creature of the sea. The sea is a body of water, is symbolic of our emotions, our reservoir, emotional reservoir, our subconscious. The crab card symbolizes the ebb and flow of strong emotion, taking control of the tides of feeling. Yeah, they're with their boundaries and being themselves, and being honest about their vulnerability and their sensitivity. They are weathering emotional storms. This is also a card of empathy, therapy, self-care. Yeah, and these cards are all themed after self-care. And recognizing destructive forces of a negative emotions. Yeah, that's here. Sensitivity, others' projections, and taking steps to guard yourself against them. Reminder not allow strong waves of emotions to overtake and destroy you, but to ride the waves to find safe harbor. Yeah, they've kind of mastered this person has like achieved mastery over their emotions, their emotional state, and they're just in a new place. Let's see, anything else? Energy, yeah, okay, this new projects, new you, yeah, being themselves, fostering community, helping the collective, yeah. They're out there doing their thing. The hummingbird card represents not only the energy that the sun produces, but the energy we take in, energy given, energy received, excitement, enthusiasm, unrelenting vitality. Hummingbirds have the singular task of collecting nectar from long-necked flowers. It may symbolize a pinpointed, exact task at hand. Yeah, that might be play into this project they're focused on. Warning against going through too fast. Cautions against creative, psychological, and spiritual burnout. Okay, that might be something they need to be aware of. I'll pull one more. Patience. I feel like this one's for you. Have patience with the situation. If you feel like they have their guard up with you, don't give up. Don't give up hope. Let me see what we got. Don't, stalk someone or anything like that, but don't give up hope and be mindful of what they value right now. Their boundaries, being themselves, being open with sensitivity and vulnerability, uplifting the collective, and being part of a community, a supportive community who makes them feel safe. And if you want to be part of that community, you have to be patient with earning their trust, getting into that circle of trust. Crocodile. This card is a symbol of careful judgment and deliberation. It urges caution, warns against impulsive decisions, and advises you to weigh your options. It may indicate there's no easy answer to your question, or whatever you're deliberating is a complex decision. The crocodile may be seen as the earth equivalent to the shark's watery, intangible fear. It is a more definite and corporeal problem that can be solved, rather than one of the mind. Okay, this might indicate that you have a problem like to overcome with, say, a situation you're in order to reach this place of entering the circle of trust for this person. To quote that movie, was it Meet the Fockers? Ben Stiller. Shadow reading may caution you not to become stagnant due to indecision. Sometimes decisive action must be taken. So that may be a decision, something you have to figure out. Like if this is tied into the last reading for some of you, that may be, the shadow reading may be applied to you. It may be you need to take action at this point because you've been sitting too long on the action that needs to be taken. That was in the last reading. But also, from what I remember of the last reading with the devil card and the choices and the burdens, also and the knight charging into the past, be wary of impulsive decisions that may be just like cycling through your old habits, old tendencies, old ways of thinking, and try not to make a decision with that energy to get into this person's sphere. But do take action as the divine is urging you to do this, the universe seems to be urging you to do. which will probably involve this as the theme keeps coming up. Validate yourself. Find strength in vulnerability. Don't project like a wounded, negative self-thinking onto others with judgment. And I think I'll stop there for today. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.